I made more than 5 figures clipping TikToks this past year. And to be completely honest, the final number surprised me just as much as it might surprise you. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on every single detail, my total earnings from 2025, how those numbers actually broke down, and the exact workflow I used to get it done. We'll also take a deep dive into the specific tools in my kit, like Vizard, and look at how it really stacks up against other popular apps on the market today. If you are currently thinking that video clipping is some sort of secret magic trick, I have to be the one to tell you that it definitely is not. Anyone can actually do this work, but just keep in mind that it truly takes time, consistent effort, and a solid, repeatable process to see real results. Quick story for you. I built one of my most successful clipping accounts from scratch back in 2025 by simply repurposing long financial audit videos into short, punchy content. The platform pays creators per 1,000 qualified views for videos that are longer than 1 minute, and that revenue has been the absolute backbone of my earnings. This year, I managed to hit 10,000 followers on a totally separate account in just about 3 months of organic growth, which was a huge help. Even with that secondary account success, the majority of my actual cash flow still came from that original financial clipping account I started with. Here is the big headline for you. My total earnings from TikTok clipping in 2025 reached exactly $15,968.60. Yeah, nearly $16,000 just from clipping other people's content, and I am genuinely grateful for that opportunity. What is really interesting about these numbers is how the money actually breaks down, because standard revenue was only about 1/5 of my total. Nearly 3/4 of that entire income actually came from TikTok's additional reward programs, specifically the bonuses they run for creators who meet engagement criteria. So here is my first major tip for you. Do not sleep on those platform bonuses because they can massively amplify what might otherwise look like a very small RPM. My best month was July of 2025, bringing in about $3,600, all thanks to some clips that absolutely popped off and went viral. That month generated somewhere north of 9 million views across my accounts, showing just how explosive the growth can be when a video hits the algorithm. Conversely, my lowest month was April at just over $100, which really goes to show just how volatile this whole business model can be. For the year through November 30th, I had 10.5 million qualified views, which is where the bulk of the money is generated. The accounts in total generated over 23 million views, but you have to remember that you do not get paid for every single view. A qualified view only happens when someone sees your video on their For You page and actually watches it for at least 5 full seconds. TikTok recently added that if someone navigates to your profile from a search and watches for 30 seconds, that also counts as a qualified view. My average RPM across all those qualifying clips was about 36 cents per 1,000 views, which definitely sounds quite low on its own. That number only becomes significant when you layer in the high volume of content and those consistent platform bonuses I mentioned earlier. Remember that all the clips I put into the Creator Rewards program had to be at least 1 minute long. Otherwise, they simply do not pay out. I also want to be completely real with you about account strikes, because TikTok can ding you, and 5 strikes in 30 days can lose you your funding. In November, I got 3 strikes, so I had to be very strategic and keep posting, but I knew those posts would not be eligible for payouts yet. After 30 days, the strikes dropped off, and I could go back to business as normal, so just keep a timeline and do not panic. Now, let's talk about tools, because clipping can become incredibly time-consuming if you try to do the entire thing manually without any automation. I am going to walk you through the free options, the paid software I use, and then show you exactly where a tool like Vizard fits into my workflow. A great free option to start with is Rea AI, because you just paste a YouTube link and it auto-generates clips and captions for you very quickly. You can pick different styles, tweak the text, change colors, and it is honestly impressively hands-off for a tool that does not cost a penny. However, Rea has some real limits regarding brand controls and granular scheduling, so you will eventually hit some friction as you try to scale up. For my paid heavy hitter, I use Opus Pro, which is fantastic for client work where I need to churn out 30 or 40 clips in a single click. It has better title cards and caption styles, plus a manual mode where you can upload your own screen recordings and still get the auto effects. The trade-off is the price, which is quite high at over $100 a month, and some plans might carry watermarks that you do not want. Now, let's get into Vizard, which is where I have landed and why I am recommending it to so many other creators looking for a smooth process. Vizard is built specifically to take long-form video and turn it into short, viral-ready content, but it really shines in the workflow automations. The AI automatically looks for the parts of a long video that are likely to perform well, like strong hooks or emotional moments, which saves hours of combing. You can also set a posting frequency, and Vizard handles the publishing schedule for you, which means no more manual uploads or sticky notes. Everything lives in one place in the content calendar, where you can schedule, tweak your copy, change thumbnails, and publish across multiple platforms at once. Compared to Rea and Opus, Vizard's real sweet spot is the perfect balance of scaling your output while keeping things incredibly simple. If you want to run multiple clipping accounts or manage pages for clients, Vizard's calendar and auto-scheduler reduce the daily grind dramatically. Just remember that no tool is perfect, so you should always review the clips yourself to make sure the AI did not cut a joke too early. Also, you will want to add your own branding. Check your captions for proper nouns and ensure clips hit that 1-minute mark for the rewards program. Here is the realistic workflow I use now. I upload the long file to Vizard, let the AI pick the moments, and then I just scan the list quickly. Then I make small adjustments, like tweaking the text overlays or ensuring the first 2 seconds are hooky enough to stop someone from scrolling. Finally, I use the content calendar to schedule everything across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And then I monitor the metrics to see what works. Always set aside money for taxes. I recommend 30% as a buffer, and try to reinvest your earnings into better gear or tools that save time. If you are just starting out, try Rea to get your feet wet, then test Opus for higher-end edits. But seriously consider Vizard if you want to scale up. It is the difference between doing every single tedious task yourself versus being the director while the AI handles all of the heavy lifting. I will be dropping another video soon with a full breakdown of my earnings and screen recordings of my exact Vizard workflow. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe because I post a lot about clipping, freelance video editing, and scalable content systems. I also run a small community linked below where we trade tips, batch ideas, and help each other troubleshoot common clipping issues. Bottom line, clipping is not glamorous, but it is one of the most underrated ways to make consistent income as a creator today. I am so excited to see what I can do in 2026, and I hope this gives you a clear path to start clipping smarter, not harder. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.